Hi, welcome to Line 1 TV, episode 2.
And in today's episode, we're going to be looking at what happened past week and what's happening this week in Toronto.
We've got Elmer, who interviewed Tiff Nextwave, their youth creation group with an upcoming festival, which is exciting. And then we have Chris Markland, who went to Gamecon. So we're going to start with us doing a little recap.
Nathan Phillips Square is celebrating Toronto's 191st birthday with a big festival.
Happy birthday, Toronto! Woo! The old city of York. My grandpa died at 92. Speaking of old things, the Toronto Vintage Show was this weekend. It was full of clothing, antique furniture, jewelry, everything vintage. And if you missed it, don't worry, because everything there is timeless. I feel like the thrift scene has kind of changed a lot in the past couple of years. So I'm gonna give you guys my favorite 2 thrift stores. Number 1, YSM Thrift at Parliament and Gerrard Street. This place is big, it's cheap, and they've got change rooms, which is really nice. Number 2 is the forever classic, always around, hopefully, Black Market on Queen Street. They're a staple of Toronto, so check them out as well. Yeah, happy thrifting.
Democracy Exchange, a major summit, was held last week discussing how to keep democracy alive and well. Video content regarding the event will be released on YouTube, and if you don't want to live under fascism, then check it out.
It's raining outside, and our university students are struggling. Give your uni friend a hug. It's finals week. Hope you make it. Enjoy the rainy weather. Dance in the rain, baby.
I don't give two about the weather, Cleo. But speaking of which,
let's take it outside. Over to you, Chris, at Gamecon. Or like Gaycon.
What's poppin', Toronto? It's your boy Chris here at Toronto Game Expo 2025. I am not a gamer. I'm not someone who grew up with the culture of gaming. I don't really game that much in my free time. I do have an Xbox and I do have a Nintendo Wii from all the way back in 2009, but I barely use either of them. So today I'm really excited to learn a bit more about the culture of gaming through Toronto Game Expo. We're gonna be walking around interviewing different con goers, asking them about their experiences, and we're gonna take y'all along for the ride. We got to the Toronto Exhibition Center bright and early for this event, which gave us some time to talk to some vendors and art merchants about their perspective on the culture. We are here with
Cash.
What video games would you recommend for a beginner who's like not as into video games?
I would say it's like Spider-Man, like especially for little kids, right? Like for me growing up, I was always into Spider-Man. Getting that new generation into games is definitely, it helps them with like staying out from the streets with all the violence that we have going on right now. So yeah, I say Spider-Man.
That's some real shit right there. Spider-Man is just a really good gateway character.
For sure, right? Especially with like the new generation coming into this world with all the violence going on. I feel like, yeah, there's shooting games, Grand Theft Auto, but like going through the story games, I feel like it helps them a lot more. Just like because Spider-Man doesn't have that much violence into it. Rather than if you go play GTA, you got guns, you got a bunch of stories that's gets them into that mentality of like, oh, I could go out to the real world, do this, do that. Yeah, no, I say Spider-Man for sure, yeah.
I don't know, I've seen some of those combos. Looks pretty violent to me.
Yeah, bro, yeah, you could say that, bro. But like, I mean, like, if you compare it to like GTA,
oh yeah,
then yeah.
Oh yeah, GTA, you just be fucking folks up for fun, but at least Spider-Man has a reason for it.
Yeah, exactly.
So tell us a bit about your artistic practice here. We got so many dope, where are these, like pendants, buttons?
They're actually for Croc trumps, so they're called gibbets, right? So if you have Crocs, you could put them into Crocs have little holes. So you just stick them into your Crocs and you just basically deck them out.
Where can the good folks find you online?
RM Accessories on Instagram.
I got absolutely cooked, I ain't gonna lie. I got completely cooked. Holy. Generational aura debt. I came to Gamecon hoping to learn more about gaming culture, but what I wasn't expecting to learn more about was how many innovative game creators are in the Toronto sphere. There's a whole little community of game designers and web developers here who are super eager to show off their talents. And we had a great time testing them out. All right, so we are here with Ben,
Dante, Chris,
and they got a dope video game display right here. I think it's, what's your video game called and what's it about?
It's called Green Thing from the planet Jupiter. In it, you take on the roles of an alien and a cat. Alien crash lands down onto Earth, doesn't know what to do, has to repair his spaceship. So he's going inside this house and trying to collect a bunch of parts, take it out to repair his spaceship. And as the cat, Cannoli, you have to go around, swipe at him, place traps, and kind of stop him from taking all the parts from your house.
Right now we're studying at Brock University. We're in 4th year at Brock, and this is our final project. We're going to be releasing it on April 14th.
But it's always good to be able to, come to these spaces with like-minded people and show off products, and especially networking. That's big. So yeah, we're really looking forward to this weekend.
This game, I'm inspired a lot by Dead by Daylight and the design of it, where it's like a kind of a big predator versus some prey. So that's also a really fun one to get into for like horror movies.
No, fuck! As impressive as your game is, I hate it. I hate it. I can't stand it. This is the second game I've lost today. Oh, amiibos. I remember when these were a thing. These used to be like coveted properties back in the day, yo.
Let's take it outside. Over to you, Elmer.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my little segment. And we're going to go on adventures of the arts in Toronto, but I'm going to take it a little bit differently this time. We're here in the Tiff Studios for OCADU Live, and joining me, I have some amazing people behind the Nextwave program.
My name's Sebastian.
My name is Sanjali.
And my name is Jasmine.
Perfect. Thank you guys for coming along to the studio. Hope you guys are enjoying your time in TIFF. What is Nextwave?
Yeah, with Nextwave, so there are 12 of us, 12 high school students from across the GTA. And I think the thing that we've loved about it so much is it has helped us find this community with each other. So I think that's really what Nextwave stands for, is community. And with the festival, that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to bring people together, people in Toronto, young people who love film, but also everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited to see hopefully a few, like, I don't know, elderly people in the seats watching these teen movies. So we'll see.
With this programming, what are you guys looking forward to most for the TIFF Nextwave?
Yeah, I think there's so many things to be excited about with this festival. We all love the movies that were selected so much. And I think it's going to be so cool to see how other people receive those films as well. And I'm also really excited for Battle of the Bands. I think it's going to be really fun. It's a little competition. There are going to be silent short films that are being scored. And there's an after party afterwards as well.
Yeah, I mean, we spent a couple of months really curating and falling in love with these films that we selected. And a lot of them we love so much. And yeah, honestly, just seeing the way people receive the films, and the community aspect in Toronto is so amazing as it is. So honestly, just seeing everyone come out and support new up and coming filmmakers, and being inspired by art, and hopefully leaving inspired to create their own forms of art.
Amazing. That's one of my favorite parts about Toronto, is that we have so many different creatives and, in many different crevices of Toronto. So for you guys to, be able to have a program that showcases such maybe hidden talents, but even emerging talents in general, is amazing. I am really curious, what does it mean for you guys to be kind of behind the programming? It must be kind of an honor, but you get to choose and let people know this is what you guys should pay attention to, right? What is that like for you guys?
Definitely such a huge honor to be part of the committee. And I think the coolest part, or the most important part, has been finding films that we want other people to see, like new stories. I think a lot of the process was seeing how we reacted to it, but also how we felt after watching the films, and how we think that feeling can inspire other creators.
Yeah, I don't know. It felt very meaningful to kind of collect this art that we loved so much, and have a say in, like you said, have a say in which of it that we could share with the world, or with Toronto, or whatever. Because we each have such varied tastes, and we're each so passionate about our own kinds of things on the committee. So to be able to kind of leave a mark on the lineup, and kind of shape this festival, there are some films that wouldn't be on the lineup if it weren't for one person on the committee. So it's just a really nice. It feels very meaningful to say that art can be shared, kind of in part because of you. I mean, these are all great films that would be shared anyways, but it's nice that we get to be a part of something so big.
Yeah, to be able to, be like, hey guys, there's a reason why I'm choosing this film, and you guys need to see what either storytelling wise or aesthetically maybe how they kind of change cinema in a way.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, it's a huge honor to be a part of a group who has such varied tastes, as Sebastian was saying. Just the collaboration aspect and seeing how much we each love different aspects of films and like hearing each other out and working from that.
Awesome. Yeah, it sounds amazing what you guys are doing, and it's always so exciting to see what is upcoming here in Toronto. I want to have a little fun here. You know, we're being a little too serious. You know, come on, guys. So I wanted to ask, what are maybe some of your guys' favorite films to watch?
Crash, directed by David Cronenberg.
Oh, okay, yeah.
With the car crashes and the fetishes and whatnot. When I tell people, it might seem strange, but it's one of those movies that when I watched it, it like changed my life. It was like, oh, this is the kind of movie that I love. So that kind of opened me up to so many other things. So, and he's a Toronto great, so set in Toronto, so it's just perfect.
Yeah.
Every single Greta Gerwig film.
Okay, yeah, fair. Yeah.
I'm gonna say Amelie.
Oh. Okay.
And I also love Disney movies.
You can't hate Disney movies. They're too good sometimes.
Yeah, I would say I love Jordan Peele. I don't know, I just love people who have a different take on a genre, and just seeing how much he changed the image of himself in this industry. It's just really inspiring to me. And also I love Spike Lee. All of his films, Do the Right Thing. I just watched Black Klansman yesterday, rewatched it. So also this documentary I watched on Netflix called Daughters. I haven't always been a huge documentary person, but that documentary definitely really changed my perspective of what documentary can do, and yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, documentary for sure is still, you know, considered one of the genres of film, because there are techniques that those people in documentary start mixing film with, and it gets really interesting at that point. But yeah, all interesting movies. Yeah, you guys all have kind of different genres for sure. More horror and then more fantasy kind of drama as well, but more drama action, I would say. Yeah, whatever crashes. Yeah, I just maybe want to leave off with what can we expect from Nextwave, and when can we expect Nextwave?
First of all, thank you for your time. This is very nice for us to give Nextwave a platform. It starts next Thursday, so April 10th to the 13th, ends on Sunday. Expect a lot of fun. There's something for everyone. It's a 10-film lineup. There's something for everyone, so just read the descriptions, see what you might like. It's free for anyone under 25, so just everyone should go and find something. It's just going to be a lot of fun. Regardless of which day you come, regardless of what you see, you're going to have fun.
So one of the events we're having on April 11th is the Battle of the Bands. So essentially, two local filmmakers created one silent short film each. And then we have 4 bands who have created scores for these films, and they're competing against each other. And then the winner will be announced during the after party.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome. So if you guys are interested in the Tiff Nextwave Film Festival, it will be going on from April 10th to the 13th, and tickets will be available on tiff.net, and we'll be screening all the variety of amazing films from amazing creators here at TIFF Lightbox. Come check it out.
Welcome back.
Let's now check out what's upcoming this week in Toronto. The Image Festival is coming up next weekend, which is a showcase of both experimental films and interesting new media. At the New Image Festival, you will see photography, film, installations, new media art, VR, all kinds of stuff. So check that out.
The Toronto Food and Drink Fest is basically Costco 2.0. A lot of food trucks will be there, and you'll be able to check out a variety of places that are local to Toronto, and also get a sense of the food space within the city.
When is that, Jacob?
I'm glad you asked, Cleo. The festival will be going through April 11th to the 13th.
Also, check out Nextwave. You saw them with our host Elmer. It's cool to see youth actually participating. That's really cool. So see their film screening this weekend, TIFF, April 11th to the 13th.
And during April, check out High Park, where you'll see cherry blossoms blossoming in Toronto. Graciously donated by Japan. You know, Cleo, why is that?
Geopolitical dynamics. Speaking of geopolitical dynamics, that's it for our show.
If you don't tune in next week,
I'm gonna do something to Toronto that you're not going to like.
Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next week. Remember, Toronto, if you see something,
Say something.
Say